Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious host, Dragon's Fury and Infernal Drake.
Hope you all been having a good start to the new year.
Yep. Hopefully, everything hasn't gone to absolute poo poo. But if it has,
And
well,
if it has, you have next year.
yeah, we have. Um, we are that much closer to our big show. We at this point will be about 4 weeks out. So time is a ticking. Be sure to catch up on all of the episodes. So if you happen to be in town at the con, come see us Thursday night,
And,
6:15.
and even if you can't stay for the whole show,
Something. Uh,
mm,
Also, we will be there for the weekend, so we will be around. All of our Patreon individuals do get bonuses, so be sure to join up there so you don't miss anything that happened. So we're just gonna pop on into it because day of recording, it is actually New Year's Eve,
oh
and
yeah,
so
I was about to correct you.
I have plans. So
Nah.
that being
Yeah, because
said,
he's a
I
busybody.
I am a busybody. I have a lot of mixed feelings that I need to get off my chest. Uh,
All right, all right. Therapy session is here. Let it loose.
we we as a society need to put our foot down on mobile game ads. There are far too many useless ads, and I am tired of watching the same ones over and over to get a reasonable power up for this freaking mobile game that I may be playing at the time. It's cumbersome. It's obnoxious. It needs to stop. I'm glad they're giving reasonable rewards,
Which is always nice.
but also like this one game I picked up. It's a I wouldn't say it's necessarily idle because like you have to actively like pick power ups or whatever. It's
Hmm.
not necessarily a tower defense in the traditional sense, but like you have three heroes eventually once you get up to that point that you can get to defend your like base, right? And as you go and get experience, you can have the various sides of the dice do something different, like either like make it attack like whatever it lands on, it's more of a number, or increase the attack or change the attack, whatever have you, right? And the thing is that you only get one option per level up, but it will give
Really?
you as like, yeah, so it's like, hey, here's four options, you only get to pick one. So now so it's a strategy thing, right?
Okay.
But then you're
Okay, that
like,
makes sense.
you get um you get the option to take all of the power ups if you watch a video, which is fine. I want to get these power ups or whatever. Problem is that early on, it is very fucking difficult to beat the levels, especially if you don't do any of the boosts. So, like, if you solely go with just the one at a time, like, it's very difficult to beat because, again, you're rolling dice to be determining what your attack is going to be. And early on in this game, they're one, and the monsters take two. So you roll the dice, it does the thing, and then it goes on cooldown, and you blah blah blah, right? So I am spamming these things so that I can actually deal with these levels. And I'm in like the second section, and I've already lost to
Mm,
like the levels, right? And this is with the help of all
gotta get
these
good.
these videos. And so I'm just like,
Jesus.
no, I
You
just
know,
don't want this.
normally the early levels in games, especially these kind of games, should be easier to get people to want to, keep playing. But it sounds like
Nope.
they're doing the complete opposite.
I mean, it's like, okay, it shows you as like, oh, once you complete the levels or whatever, here's all the rewards. Use this to level up your heroes. That's cool. I was like, yeah, but it's still RNG. Like, I'm still rolling a dice for the attack. So it's like, hey, oh look, you powered up this one side of the die that allows you to attack 20 like at times. Like it sends out 20 projectiles and it will attack everything. Like you'll use up however many it takes to whatever it hits, right? But that's just one side of a six die roll, like six sided die. Like what the hell? Like ah. So like if you really want like an actual advantage, you really need to like watch all these videos. But it's the same video, and it's like, oh hey, it's for this other game. Cool, whatever. But like it's the only one, and for anyone who's in this realm of like advertisement in any facet understands why it's like this. Like it's very simple. It's just very annoying because it's whoever the hell paid to run the ads. Like that's who gets it,
Yeah.
right? So you have like a group of 20 people who are like, hey, we want to run the ads on these various games, and you see them on thing. I think what ticks me off the most is I will get ads for games I have. And then they're like, oh yeah,
Really?
this is how it plays. And I was like, no, the fuck, it's not. I was like, no, it's not. This is not a part of the game. You are a lying sack of shit. Um, I caught one ad was like, oh, it's Domino's. I was like, oh, cool. Like this game developer made another one, like another game, and it's Domino's instead of dice related, right? Tell me
Yeah.
why halfway through the ad it switches to like the gameplay, which is actually true what happens, but it's in the dice game. It's not Domino's. So I was like, what the hell happened?
So so I'm assuming they have the same game, but for some reason they're advertising. I guess they wanted to get a 2-for-1 deal. It's like, all right, we got this ad space. We're going to advertise this one and this one at the same time because they're the exact same game.
Something. I don't know, but it was BS because I was like, I played this game because I recognize these little characters or whatever. It's like, I know what this is. And that's why I was like, oh, they designed another game. No, they didn't. So I am like, yay, happy rewards, because before you couldn't get rewards for shit from watching videos. And now it's, it's balanced out. You actually get something worth a fucking damn. But now it's just shitty still. I'm like, no, I don't wanna.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's what the sim I've been doing with my time is playing these games, reluctantly, because I don't want anything that requires me to use too much brain power after I've already used all of my brain power playing Predecessor and dealing with people's inability to strategize or, I don't know, think. And also their unwillingness to
Don't
play the
think,
game
just
fully.
do.
I would be okay with that. I would be okay with just do, but they're not even doing what
Mhm.
they're doing. Well, okay, that's not true. What they're doing is fucking feeding half the time, and so now you're just like,
That sounds
great,
all right.
now I can't do this, and yeah. So some days it's just really shitty playing the game, but that's MOBA life. But other times it's just like, hey, we are just out here dominating anything and everything that crosses our path, and then you're like, oh, this is really fun. And then, like, even when you die, you're like, oh yeah, that was my fault. I should not have stayed there for longer than 40 seconds, and I was there for 2 minutes. Which, for anyone who plays MOBAs, that is a stupid long time to be anywhere.
Yeah. Like, basically, in a MOBA, 2 minutes is a year.
I have spent an eternity in one spot if I've been anywhere for that.
God, I'm trying to remember. I think the longest I was ever, like, in the gray screen simulator in League was, God, I think, like, 2.5 minutes.
Oh,
Because
that's
it,
too
like,
much.
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, like, I think that was the game that went for over an hour and a half.
Nah, fam. I
Like,
Pred
those
has way too
days,
many
whoo.
close like hours long games, but like yo, no, If you pushing 2 minutes, no.
Yeah, right. It's like at
Um,
that point, it's like, all right. I understand why they do that because, like, especially when a game gets to that length, it's like, okay, if this team is dead for this long, the other team should be able to push and just finish it off. And then they don't. That's just like, oh, okay.
yeah, no, it's a great mechanic in practice. The problem is that a lot of times you
It doesn't
don't.
get put in practice.
It doesn't get put in practice because people are dicks. So yeah, I have started Bleach the Conflict because I finally got to a point where I have enough episodes dubbed. Um,
Hey.
is it me or does this arc seem to give I ran out of ideas and then I got all the ideas and forgot to put them all together?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's probably a good way to describe it.
because I'm watching these two episodes and I'm like, all right, cool, picked up where I left off, all right, and I
What
was like,
happened? Little
so
spark notes.
the where I because like I said I'm early, so it's pretty much you think, but if you're any anime watcher, you know this wasn't gonna happen. Some bullshit was gonna start. Um, Squad Zero Bankai release,
Ah, yeah.
and
Which
so
which
you're
was
like,
a pretty cool Bankai.
which was absolutely great, right? But again, if you're a avid and or veteran
Yeah.
anime watcher, you already knew some
Cue the
bullshit was gonna
bullshit.
happen. Cue the bullshit, and so bullshit ensues, and you're like, all right, well, that was dumb.
Yeah, because like wasn't Uryu's like script like antithesis like it completely like flips whatever is happening?
I don't know what his I don't know if it actually been like fully explained what his is but I think yes, because it pulled like that whammy thing. Like they basically pulled an Itachi on Data,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
pretty
I
much.
was like, yeah, you probably should look at that again before you do that. And but before that, I was like, this is some bullshit, right? So to help people kind of like understand like the level of bullshit that goes down.
There's a lot of
As-
bullshit that happens in this final arc. I'm just gonna put this out there now.
Great, so I'll be mentally prepared.
Yes. There is a lot of it.
That essentially this Bankai that we see is like the ultimate genjutsu, right? It's manipulating the mind to a level that you're like, hey, this is it. This is over. Like all of your senses are completely taken over. You can't do what you think you can do. You don't see things the way you see it, right? It's
And
potent, right?
stepping into Aizen's territory here.
And then you're like, all right, so some of those guys popping the fuck back up made zero sense.
Yeah.
Um,
The only well, technically I understand why two of them were perfectly fine. Uh, and then you have the skinny dude. With his power is interesting.
so the only ones that should be doing fuck all is Uryu and maybe the gladiator looking dude.
Yeah, Gladiator's one of them. You
That's
also have
it.
the well. There was also
Most of them came the fuck back.
yeah. Because out of all of them, the only to be fair, like just because I know, I'm not even gonna say anything just because like it's all bullshit.
It's bullshit. Motherfucker
Especially
got set on fire.
especially the sniper dude. Like I
He put bullets in himself. Nah.
yeah, I know. Like him, he to me is probably the biggest bullshit.
Him popping back up, not okay.
Like
Um,
the skinny dude, I'm okay with just because like his ability is literally lethal dosage. He can basically make it so things are not lethal to him.
I get it, but also like
Oh, it's still
you
bullshit. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it makes sense. It's
like
the
there
bullshit that makes sense for him.
well the thing okay, no, it makes sense that he would be like survived, but
Yes.
like there still should have been problems, right?
Yeah, there
Like,
should be.
hey, you don't die from the impalement. Cool. But you're still been crushed, impaled Iron Maiden style. No, you should be Swiss
Yeah.
cheese, like the other guy.
Yeah.
You were blowtorched, and you. First off, man didn't even make a sound. Let's talk about that. He didn't even make like a mild discernment to being literally roasted alive in the inferno of Satan's ass crack.
It's like, oh, this is my normal. This is my normal Saturday routine.
This is no, yeah, right. What? No, like Frosty the Snowman over there. That makes a little bit more sense because it's like, all right, we're in the line of bullshit. So it's like, okay, maybe he wasn't frozen to the core to the point that, hey, if I touch you, you're gonna, turn into an ice sculpture on the floor and then melt away into nothingness. But like I said, anyways, so the bullshit ensues. That's going. You go off into the land of in the sky, and Yahabaha is.
I
I've
love how
never
I
seen.
love how no one knows how to say his name, and it's great.
I've never seen crazier eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
And I've
Oh yep.
seen Naruto. Like they created
Multiple eyes.
whole clans worth of crazy eyes. There is the iconic scene of 100 people catching the meanest combo because this man's eyeballs are darting left and right, just seeing everything. And I've never seen something more disgusting than
Still, Madara versus the entire allied Shinobi force is still probably one of my favorite moments in Naruto, just because of how well it was done.
yes, and in the level of disrespect.
Oh yeah, there was so much disrespect in that
Just so
fight.
much disrespect. And so it's
But yeah,
like you got crazy eyes going on, and I'm like, it's just bullshit after
yeah.
bullshit.
So I like that. This is why like when I was because obviously like I read the manga, so like I knew what I've been knowing what was coming. They have added some new stuff, which is nice. But yeah, no, like when they explain Yuaba's power, literally being able to see the past, present, and future, and like just various timelines because of his ability, I'm just like, that's some bullshit.
It's like this is some bullshit. Like I get it. Of all of their bullshit powers, his is the one that makes sense
It makes sense,
because
but it is even more bullshit than you have seen so far.
his whole existence is bullshit. Like
Oh, it is. It
the
is.
whole thing, it's like, oh yeah, after this amount of time, this comes back. After this amount of time, this comes back. After this amount of time, this comes back. So realistically, we've just been waiting out the clock until
Yeah.
hey, he's fully woken up from his long ass nap. And I was just like, oh my
Morning.
goodness. So this is where that. Ichigo. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm ending that there. Just if you know, you know. Like I said, I'm not as far. I'm like you said, there's more to come.
Yeah.
I'm only on episode 3. I
I'm trying. I'm trying to remember. Does the does that episode end with the Black Hand?
yes.
Okay. All right. So I know exactly what you're referring to when it goes to Ichigo now.
So yeah, and I was just like, dude, now it's not even just Bleach. Like this is why I've been like so mixed feelings because I was like, finally I get to watch Bleach. I've been super excited for this arc, and then I start watching it, and I'm just like, I could have gone more time without seeing this.
Yeah. It's like yeah. No, Ichigo did not think that through.
And I'm like,
And
why do they keep doing this to main characters of
I
like
don't
action
know.
stuff? They'll be like, hey, oh, I've elevated myself to this new. It's one thing if it was just like there wasn't a clear thing about him supposedly getting a better understanding of everything. Like, if it was just like, okay, he's just been an idiot since day one, like, this is very him. Like, if it was Naruto level, like, stupidity just
No,
all the way through
Naruto,
the game.
like what happened would have made sense, but with Ichigo, like, yeah, he has dumb moments, but like majority of the time, he's not dumb.
Right, but also he just recently, like, the last arc is him literally having this whole revelation of an existential crisis, and he literally goes into a realm that gives him all of this knowledge and wisdom to allow him to access and gain these abilities, and motherfucker still pulling shit like this.
Yeah, he did not think that through. I understand like being panicked and it's like, oh, gotta help if I can, but in turn, well,
But also,
it's like
bitch.
stop and think for a second.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been
Now,
definitely
like
mixy feelings.
pretty much like the main things when it comes to this arc, just because how much bullshit there is, the main things that I'm looking forward to are specifically the fights and the various bankais that we will be seeing.
Cool.
Because
I understand.
there are some really cool bankais coming.
Love to hear it. Random question related to watching of things. Have you watched Secret Level on the Amazon?
Uh, I have not watched that. Let me pull it up and see what it is.
You need to watch those. They are fantastic. It's an
Oh, is it?
anthology.
Oh, this is that Pac-Man thing.
This is where the Pac-Man thing comes from. Yes.
Okay, yeah. When I saw the whole Pac-Man thing, I'm just like, I don't know if I actually want to watch this.
That's just one episode. So it's an anthology of different like episodes of various games.
Is Warhammer in there?
Yes, there's an
Oh my!
episode of Warhammer, and it is absolute
Oh,
perfection.
I think I know. I think I saw a scene from the Warhammer one, and it made me die laughing.
Absolutely
Where
perfection.
is the word where the dude gets shot in the face, he turns and just head bashes.
Yes,
I died.
shit was funny as hell. He just looks at him and he's like, "Bruh, boom!" It just it. There that one is like one of the greater episodes. But yeah,
Okay,
you got
I'll need to
Warhammer, you
watch
got
this.
Pac-Man, you have Sifu, you have D&D.
Oh,
I know I'm missing some because there's like 14 episodes. And it's all game related and it's all telling of different games. A story in that universe or um in a story inspired by said universes, and they're all great. So once you watch those, we will reconvene to that because this is the happiness side of the rant, but I can't do that because I can't tell you anything because then it'll ruin everything.
yeah, but yeah, it's like because like I saw various things with the whole Pac-Man thing, and I'm just like, because like I know that they're coming out of the video game, based on that whole Pac-Man thing. And when I saw the stuff from Secret Level, I'm just like, what did they do to Pac-Man?
Nightmare Fuel. That's what they did.
Oh
But
yeah.
it makes you start to wonder. It makes you wonder.
Oh no.
Yeah, but definitely Nightmare Fuel. Yeah,
Alright.
and so definitely check that out. Also, have you watched the current season, which I think is what, season 3 of Off-Rote? Commonplace.
I've been seeing. I'm trying to remember because I know I've seen. I think at least the first episode.
Okay. I forget what I think I left off 3 or 4. Also, another thing of hilariousness.
Oh, Real quick, for any Fate fans, Fate Strange Fake, has now released a new episode.
Da 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 da.
So if you like Gilgamesh, he is in there.
Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh. Oh well, we can talk about that. You're gonna yell at me anyway.
Yep.
Did you ever get her?
First off, fuck you. And second off, not yet.
Why?
I,
Yeah.
I, I am currently because like what was the number I told you? 211 polls.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time I did a multi. So yeah, I'm currently at 211 freaking polls to pull Anubis, and no dice. I haven't even gotten a single 5-star.
Now, see, that's some bullshit.
Yeah. So anyone who is curious, we are referring to Fate Grand Order. I was when you were bringing up RNG earlier, I was about to be like RNG is bullshit. Because also I learned this recently thanks to Reddit. Apparently, the main reason why Fate Grand Order even added a gotcha, well not gotcha, a pity system was because of China.
I mean, hey,
The thing
thank you,
is,
China.
yeah, I know, right? It's like 'cause before there was no pity system, and oh my god. But still, it's like to reach the pity. Like I did the math, you have to have. I think it's like around 900 Saint Courts to get the hard pity. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's stupid.
Oh.
Because like you have like other gotcha games that their pity is like at most 90.
Well, yeah, because the thing is that, like you said, Fate didn't want it, so they were like, "Hey, it's here, but still screw you."
It's like let's put it as high as we possibly can. That won't look too bad. It's like it looks bad no matter what. So I have been grinding out any missions I have in Fate. I need to get back to the story because that's a lot of same courts right there. But I've been doing like the interludes, the rank up quest. So I have enough for another 10 pull. And like either if you want, I can do it right now and see if the podcast luck can kick in, or I can save it for the new year.
Well,
You know,
try saving it up. Pray to your Jesuses, pray to your RN Jesus. Offer up some goodness, something. I don't know. I'm not gonna add insult to injury. So I am only going to give good vibes.
you know what? Since you're here, I'll do it, and also because why not? Just too bad I can't do it like
Sanity. That's why not. That's why not.
sanity.
It's like don't do it for the sanity.
Well, yeah, summon ticket.
That's
apparently
questions that you shouldn't be asking yourself to, Adam. But all right, well, we're gonna wrap up the episode with the verbal confirmation or dissatisfaction for Avenger Nitocris.
Yep. God, I am. RNGesus, please be kind. I've lost so much sanity. I'm also running out of missions to do. Like I didn't realize how many like missions I have just put to the side just because I never really thought about it. Which in hindsight was probably very stupid since all these quests power up the characters I have.
I did it because I just can't beat it.
Well, yeah, yeah, there's that.
A lot of these missions I haven't been able to do until recently.
Yeah, because like, where are you at in Fate?
Yes.
Okay.
I am in the
right.
in-betweens.
Okay, the pseudo singularities. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 1.5 area.
Yeah, I am in the 1.5 area. But I haven't even completed the 1. Like I still have missions.
Because
In
the first
in
one
the
was
1.
Shinjuku, right?
Uh
That's where Wolf Boy is
yeah.
and Moriarty.
I did 3. No, or did I do Argatha? I did Argatha first. So I did Pseudo 2
Okay.
first. Because that's where my
That one was
caster was.
right. That
And
one
so
was scary to me just because of Hercules.
and so I think I'm halfway through that one because like the whole world has changed, and
Mm.
so yeah.
The
But
amount of
yeah.
freaking craft essence I get is really stupid. Like I, why do I feel like Gramps took all of my remaining gear luck?
Maybe took a
I
while for him
honestly,
to show up.
it really did. Like I'm happy he came, but it's like goddamn, like, jeez, yep, nope, no Anubis.
Sadness for all.
Yep, oh, and the game just updated.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, I was done with Singularity 2.
Hey,
Yeah, I was done with it. But there's still like 11 quests to do there now because, reasons.
yeah.
That are like wait, like I don't know how you guys did these like before all of the servants came out later. Like I really don't. Like these things are coming out at level 8 like 65, 78, 80. I was like
It was,
what?
yeah, no, I mean, it was not easy. I mean, okay, keep in mind when it came to the Temple of Time, the big final battle of part one, my team going into the final fight was Jean d'Arc, Hercules, Ushiwakamaru, Kiyohime, and God, who else did I have? I think it was King Arthur and someone else. I can't remember. But either way, like that was my lineup.
I don't even remember who I went in with. And all I do know is that I definitely used the command seals.
Oh yeah, no, same. I used my command seals. I used my sand quartz. I used everything.
Everything. But
Well, and like I that's also when I didn't even have Hercules's bond craft essence yet.
so yeah, no, that show's harassing. But thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoy the beginning of your new year with us, and we hope to see you in
hopefully
the
it's
future.
and hopefully it started out with a good bang.
Good bang, no bad bangs, side bangs, who knows. Until next one.
Only good bangs here.
Only good bangs. Until next time, we love you.
See you next time.